Guy Fort from the ECAC Sports Network, and joining us today is Blaise Faggiano from Utica College, the head football coach. Coach, better known as the Pioneers. I got a couple of questions I want to ask you, Coach, and again, feel free, and it's very easy. I want to ask you these questions. With the program best 7 wins this season, how does it feel to be the first team in program history, Coach, to make a postseason bowl game?
We couldn't be prouder of our coaches and our student athletes and just how they responded in this season. Just some great numbers out there. I've always been a big proponent of the ECAC bowl games. I think they're a tremendous opportunity for our student athletes. There's 246 Division III schools in the country, and there's only 44 practicing this week. And that's everyone else had to turn their gear in. So that's something very special. This has been a goal of ours as our program. This is just our 14th season. Personally, my 7th season as our head football coach. We hit the winning mark 2 years ago at 6-4, which was our first winning season, since 2005. And both of those times at 6-4, weren't able to get that elusive, bowl bid. And the kids knew, hey, 7 wins is the only way that you're not fully guaranteed, but put yourself in a much better situation. And we were in a tough spot this season. We started out 4-0. We're on fire. Beat former NJAC co-champ Brockport early in the year was a big win. And then we had a 3-game skid where 3 of the teams that have been historically towards the top in the East, Utica, Fisher, Salisbury, we were in a tough place, and our kids were very resilient and fought, and were able to put together 3 straight wins against teams that have had winning records, teams that have won conference championships, teams that have been to bowl games, in Buff State, Alfred, and Hartwick. All games that we were able to win convincingly and to put us in this situation we're in this week.
Well, that's awesome, Coach. That's awesome. You guys have had a storied turnaround season. We're looking forward to seeing you guys move forward. Another question. You guys have won 3 in a row, each by at least 10 points. How can you keep that momentum rolling against Morrisville State?
Well, we've been telling you, there's no one hungrier than us. That's how we look at it. It's our first time, and one of the things that and I'm not sure about other schools, I can't speak of that, but the last school I was at, we had this tradition of, hey, if we're going to go to a bowl game, the ECAC bowl game, and we're able to win that game, then we're going to buy rings. We're getting bowl rings, and
right.
You look at Division I, and everyone knows Division I, and half of the teams in Division I, like 50-some teams, go to bowl games.
Right.
Teams with worse records, and why not do that? And so our kids all have that vision in their head of, being able to buy a bowl ring off a big ECAC bowl victory, and they're not going to be easy by any means, but, and obviously I'd be remiss if I didn't congratulate Morrisville State and Coach Fitzpatrick for turning their program around and putting himself in this situation as well.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Coach. Let me ask you, what was your team's reaction when you were selected to this ECAC Bowl?
Well, we knew, Sunday was a great meeting, and we just kind of watched film. We usually practice Sunday night, and we had them rest their legs, and they just knew the call was coming Monday morning, and they were excited, and they're excited to be in a game that matters, and the way, again, this is just my opinion, I know the ECAC, and they'll do the North and the South, and they rank, but kind of sometimes it seems like before they do any of that, they pick a big game.
Right.
I'll go back, say 3 or 4 years ago, and I may be off on the year, but like Alfred Cortland,
Mm-hmm.
That was a matchup that the ECAC had 2 out of 3 years, and it was Empire 8 versus NJAC,
Right.
And I think it was like 7-3, 8-2 type teams, and it's what's we're proud of, and what's interesting now is that the big game is Morrisville Utica. 2 programs that that are getting record wins, 2 programs that have never been to postseason. The local media is just beyond excited my phone's been ringing off the hook, all the local radio stations, our 2 local TV stations. It's definitely getting a lot of hype here in the Mohawk Valley.
Well, that's what it's all about, Coach, making sure that, you guys can move forward and have a great season. My last question to you is, how do you think the ECAC Bowl victory is going to help your program into moving next year into the future?
Well, we've done a tremendous job in recruiting over the past few years, not with any championship banners, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Not with, honestly, tremendous facilities. We have good facilities, we have a great stadium. And the thing is, they've been changing. Like, we got a brand new scoreboard, digital video board. Our fan base,
Wow.
we get 2,000 to 3,000 fans every game. We're building a huge sports dome. So all that's coming, so you can show pictures of student athletes in indoor turf facility in a sports dome. You can show them our awesome scoreboard. We have a great weight room. But then all of a sudden you show them, winning, and
Right.
potentially 8-3, and then a bowl ring, and that's every kid's dream is to be able to play in the late November and go out and practice when there's snow on the turf and be one of the only teams still going. So we're very excited about this opportunity, and I applaud the ECAC for having these games.
Well, Coach, again, thank you very, very much for joining us today. Congratulations again on the ECAC Bowl bid. We're wishing you the best of luck on Saturday. And take care of yourself. This is Guy Ford from the ECAC Sports Network, and thank you very much, Coach.
Well, I want to thank you, and one of the things I always say in closing is feel the moose, guys. So take care.